Good afternoon or good evening. I'm very happy today to join this wonderful conference. I'm glad and I would like to express my thanks. I'm Dirar Elmahi from Business of Economics and Business, Qassim University, KSA. This is our title, Impact of Human Capital Development on Economic Growth, the case or the Saudi context during the period of 1988 to 2020. The main objective from this title of the paper, you can say that we have an abstract in which we express, everybody does definitely agree that human capital is very critical. Its impact is very pronounced, is very announced on any economic growth and development of any country. Therefore, this paper try to attempts to investigate and to examine the relationship between human capital components or indicators, exactly or particularly spending on education or education expenditure, health expenditure, and total fixed capital. Those are our explanatory variables. We would like to see how far those three components affect the economic growth in the Saudi Arabia, collecting data from official sources during the period 1988 2018. We use the ARDL as a method of analysis, and we investigate the short-term and long-term analysis of those variables to economic growth. The findings in this abstract shows that total fixed capital expenditure on education and health expenditure as well have a very statistical significant impact on both short-term and long-term on economic growth. The results also show that a long-term positive relationship between those two factors, total fixed capital and education spending, while in the long run, the health had the inverse and statistically insignificant relationship between health spending or health expenditure and economic growth. The study definitely at the end of this presentation, we recommend that in order for the Saudi authorities to benefit from investing on human capital in terms of education, health expenditure, and others, it should invest heavily on human capital resources to advance or to enhance its economic development. These are the main objectives and hypotheses as well. The main objective, we would like to examine critically how far the three components affecting the economic growth in Saudi Arabia. We have three hypotheses, H1, H2, and H3 as well. The study was structured in main section. We have a literature review, we have introduction, we have a significance, we have other components, you have a literature review, we have a huge amount in the paper, more than 10 or 15 literature review. In terms of theoretical framework as well, we use starting from the classical economic thought from Adam Smith, David Ricardo, Malthus, and then we moved forward to the modern school of thought in economic growth. We have taken Joseph Schumpeter or Harold and Domer models. Also, there's we can name it as the new classical school in our study as a theoretical framework. Have intensive literature review from 2019 until 2010. We have summarized some of them. We have selected some of them in Nigeria, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, and other parts of the world, taking similar study in part of the world. And this as data and methodology. This is general model. Question number 5, GDP growth is a function or pattern of GFC. This is gross fixed capital, expenditure on education, and expenditure on health. And this is a particular or the critical model. H1 is beta 1 and beta 2 education, beta 2 health spending, and beta 3 on GFC. These are the definition of the variables. These are the analysis that data, the long run, we have found very, similar results. That results we reach or we arrive similar to a previous literature review in terms of GFC or expenditure on education or expenditure on health on the economic growth for the Saudi economy. The RDL results of the long run between the variables show that the estimated coefficients indicate there is a long-run co-integration equation, and table below indicating those kind of findings. In addition, also we use the CRE, short-run ARDL models as well. Table 4 contains a summary of those analyses. We're using EBUs 12 in the short term, and the results also the ECM IRD model shows that all the negative relationship between the health and other are very positive. Table 5 express or reflects those kind of output analysis from the EBUs. Definitely, we have also run the similarities, the co-integration and autocorrelation and other statistical tests in our articles, in our research paper, and also heterogeneity as well have been checked and tested, and also the stability test also has been tested in this graph using the Qassim analysis from the EBU's analysis to test this stability. We have used EBU's results. At the end, in the conclusion, the article attempts, to study or to investigate, as I said, the correlation or the interrelationship between the three main indicators: cross total fixed capital, health spending, and education on health and education, as well with economic growth in Saudi Arabia during the period 20 or almost 23 years. We used different resources. One of our limitations maybe we couldn't attend presently or physically those wonderful conferences. In addition that, I think that the study will be more fruitful if it is done between, panel discussion or panel study, taking the Saudi Arabia context with other GCC or Saudi Arabia and other MENA regions, or Saudi Arabia with other G20 countries, or Saudi Arabia with other MENA region countries. It will be more comprehensive and it may give more fruitful analysis. Thank you for attendance. Thank you for listening. Once again, I would like to express my thanks and appreciation of the conference organizers of giving us this wonderful presence to present our results. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.